I'm here today with Jeff Fleming from Bravo Property Inspections. He's one of our inspectors that we work with and for our clients. And Jeff, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks,
and giving us a little bit of insights on property inspections. Jeff, right now, it's sort of the tail end of that seller's market we've had the last couple of years. And we're still seeing in some parts of Calgary where buyers are sort of being influenced to waive a property inspection. What would you say are the biggest risks as far as waiving a property inspection when you're in multiple offers? I mean, you want the house, but what do we run into later?
Absolutely. That's the name of the game, really. The amount of inspections I've done where we've revealed something that just the buyers just didn't catch it. A lot of the times when you see a property that, that's your dream home, and once you've kind of set that in your head, a lot of times blinders go on and you're not really paying attention to any other details. Whereas an inspector is non-biased and is just looking strictly through the eyes of an inspector. I did a few last year where they opted not to go for an inspection, no conditions, they got the property, and then they had major roof leak in the garage. Problem was it was a cedar shake roof and the garage was attached. The damage was quite significant and they did not budget for this unanticipated repair cost. So at the end of the day, it's not just about winning the deal, it's about making sure that the property you're about to purchase is meeting the expectations of what you're about to get into, and you're not going to get broadsided by some unforeseen bill down the road.
Yeah, we appreciate that. And that's really what we try to emphasize for our clients. We never want them to not have a property inspection. And, it's really, in our opinion, it's better to have to sort of lose the offer than it is to have that, unless you have a big budget cash pour into later. So, yeah, I appreciate that. The other thing I wanted to ask you about was new builds. We have clients, particularly this time of year, who are getting into new builds. Obviously, builders are building more, getting more up at this time. And there's always the question of, should I do a property inspection on a new build right when I take possession? Or should I wait until you're around 10 or 11 months in, because you have your 1-year property warranty, and therefore get an inspection done, and then of course, the builder has to fix everything that's wrong with the property. What would you recommend? What have you seen?
I've done a lot. I've done a lot of inspections lately on new builds, both at the 10, 11 month mark and before taking possession. When the city comes through and does their inspections, they're looking for a lot of code violations, but they're not looking for craftsmanship or deficiencies in materials. Whereas the inspector, he's mindful of both. The other thing I'm noticing too is a lot of builders right now have labor shortages, so they're hiring on a lot of people that may not have the experience in these trades. So I'm finding a lot of deficiencies and things that otherwise I probably shouldn't, that should have been caught, I guess. And I don't want to center out any builders in particular, but mistakes do happen, and for the cost of a home inspection, the potential reward finding some sort of major deficiency that's more than a few $100s that justifies your inspection cost right there. But then also redoing an inspection 10, 11 months down the road after the occupants have had a time to live in the home, other things may expose themselves that didn't during an inspection that living in a house does. And like you said, Kelly, you do have a warranty that you work with. There's your 1-year warranty. You have, I believe, a 5 and a 10 too for different products that run out at these times. So doing another one just before these warranties run out gives the homeowner the advantage of being able to go after the builder and hopefully get compensation or get these issues addressed.
Yeah, that's definitely the case, and we want clients to be, protecting their investment over time and really making sure that, we as occupants and owners can only see so much, but you guys have so many more skills and tools available to you to be able to sort of really clarify how the house is doing and what's happening. So
exactly, yeah. It's amazing how handy a thermal camera really is during an inspection process.
Well, to wrap it up, we just wanted to ask you, we typically going into wintertime, we talk to clients about winterizing their home. What about spring? I mean, spring is a time where we got a lot of thaw, we got a lot of things going on within Calgary. It's freezing, it's melting, it's freezing, it's melting like we see every spring. 2, 3 winters and springs all in a row. But would love to know what your thoughts are on spring preparation for your home.
Yeah, so you hit on a lot of the key factors there. Spring is a time where you have typically more moisture, a little heavier rainfalls, and potential for the ground to still be frozen, so that water running across the surface will sit in low places and obviously lock grading. Any water intrusion on the basement is more likely to happen at that time of year. But it's a good time just to do all your general maintenance.
Jeff, appreciate your time. Thanks for coming out and for taking